Welcome back to Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth. Last time we made a little bit more headway into the Inaba Pride exhibit Night 1. This time we'll hopefully be finishing it as well as completing that request to walk Koromaru. I don't think I want to fuse any new personas in here, but I might want to sacrifice some for extra experience. Oh, hey, we can make Raph up. I'm sorry, I just like calling him that. Basilisk has some decent skills, but I might be able to pass down Poison Circle, Impure Reach. I already have a lot of other people with Tentarafu is the thing. Don't have a lot with Guillotine, so I might as well pass that down. So sorry about this Basilisk, but I kind of like Raphael. You also get Suzaku, one of the, actually it's kind of appropriate that we're unlocking the ability to fuse Suzaku now, because Suzaku will actually be important later on in this dungeon. For now, though, you have a pretty solid amount of HP and SP, but Black Frost is kind of better, it looks like. Okay, either I level you up to get closer to getting that Golden Link, or I level you up to get closer to Salome's Kiss. I definitely want to go for Salome's Kiss as soon as I can, because that is a really, really good skill. Friamento is, I believe, your actual skill card ability, though. But I kind of prefer all the other skills. Then again, I actually have other things that have Tentarafu. But I have other things with Silent Circle as well. I don't really need Summon Ghost. There are things here that are weak to wind, but I have other personas that have wind attacks. Oh, and your next skill is Gurula. Not what I want. I want one of your later skills. You know, sacrificing Red Rider might not be a bad idea, even though it's giving up possible Shinkuha fodder. I just really want to get to Salome's Kiss quickly. I don't think I need Gurula. And yeah, there's the next one, Salome's Kiss. While I have a lot of money to spare, though, I think you all know what I'm going to do. Yeah, let's get ourselves another Impure Reach skill card. A Vorpal Blade skill card would be fantastic in Persona 3, but this is not Persona 3. You know, I guess while I'm here I can mention, we're getting a new remix of this song in Smash. Okay, so that's 2 Impure Reach skill cards. That should be all I need for now. One of them is going to Ken, obviously. And the other one, I guess, will go to Koromaru, even though Koromaru's luck is not great. So, who do you use in my party here? Well, it's kind of more a question of who haven't I used yet. How about Yosuke? And Chie, I guess. Oh no. Do I really want to bring Teddy? I guess we'll see. I'm kind of tempted to use Black Frost on Mitsuru, though, to cover her immunity. Yeah, I suppose I could, but actually... No, Zen and Ray are already level 41. Haven't really used Zen and Ray this whole dungeon visit, but yeah, let's focus on the people who are low level. We got this all the way back from those swords in the first labyrinth, but I don't think there's much reason to keep it around. So here are the personas I've gone with. I've still got you on my main character. I've got my main physical persona on Chie. Yosuke has taken Raphael for the Impure Reach and Poison Circle. He still has the Magic Luck Reverse. Mitsuru has U for Absorb Fire. Teddy has Alrone because he probably likes that, and also because, yeah, Status Ailments and Binds, and Fuka still has the same persona. So, that should be it for equipments. Nothing much has changed, but I did give Mitsuru the electric rod, and Teddy now has the red hairpin. So, time to head into the labyrinth. I'm not going to do the Koromaru side quest just yet. I'll do it once I've found the third location that he needs to go to. But there is a treasure chest that we're able to get to now, I think. Yeah, it's right there. And I think I know how to do it. 8, 9...
The FOE's coming!
Crap! The timing of you was just not quite right.
We're being chased by that FOE!
There we go!
Okay, looks like we got away from the FOE.
All that for the Bat Charm. Magic +3. Not a great reward, honestly, but it could have been worse.
Over here!
It's pretty quick to get from there to where we need to go, so
Hey, that
here is the
power
next
spot's
destination. We've never even been to that power spot before, it's not back.
3 enemies. They're powerful. I feel like I've seen this in a biology book.
Wait, which one? The gene or that thing? Because I'd be a little bit concerned if you'd seen that thing in a biology book, but anyway.
The true enemy is oneself. Just kidding.
And that level up on the Navigator persona did nothing except make the Navigator persona more expensive if I ever register it to the compendium. Which I probably won't. I know better than to do that. No ambush yet. Well, I could get one now.
Look out.
Okay. What ambushes you on power spots
There are
here?
2 enemies.
Double
They have the
Gigas,
initiative.
okay?
Ah! We better buckle up!
It's the return of the biggest Gigas. Yeah, they do hit pretty hard, as you can see here. Most of the ones I've fought so far died before they had a chance to do anything, or got status.
I'm a little worried about our leader's health.
Decay Circle's pretty effective against them, though, that and panicking them. It's not really that much Mitsuru can do to them at this point, though. Guess we'll just go all out on Tentarafu.
Come on, Jiraiya!
And we don't need to, because I got her on both of them first try with Yosuke.
It dodged!
I guess you can probably see now, though, how Yosuke with a magic luck reverse is actually a lot more useful than he is normally, because his speed combined with high luck means he can get status elements off easily. So that was pointless, I probably just should have had you attack, but oh well. At least we got circle recovery going.
That enemy is weak to wind.
No further comments, I see. Don't know if I've shown off Garudine from Yosuke yet. I actually don't even want Mitsuru attacking any of these things because she might get a paralysis and that would override their panic. And panic in this game is basically just a better version of paralysis.
Full force.
Go, Jiraiya!
How is the first one not dead yet?
What the?
Yeah, it's just barely holding on. That was not meant to be a Teddy pun at all, by the way. Just clarifying that. I should probably Gale Link the one in the back, because that one's probably going to die anyway. Just use Mabufu and Teddy will just straight up attack. I probably should have gone for a Navigator heal here, but we'll see how this goes. I like the way Garudine looks in this game, at least. Okay, one of them's fallen over. Hopefully the other one dies before it does too much damage. Uh-oh. It knocked Yosuke out of boost and put him to sleep.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I think these things do have a random chance of attacking twice per turn. It's not like listed as Golden Gemini or anything, but they have a Golden Gemini-like effect. I think it only works when they're on low HP as well, but I could be wrong about that. Because I haven't seen them do it when they're on high HP. Okay, this thing's pretty much crippled now, though. Yeah, it's pretty much pointless, too. Yeah, it pretty much has no chance against us now.
Yosuke-kun's unconscious. Whoa, Yosuke, are you alright?
Well, finally Chie shows actual concern for him. They usually don't do that very much to each other in battle.
Persona!
I've said this at other times, I kind of go back and forth on whether I ship Yosuke and Chie. It kind of depends on how nice she's being to him in any given spin-off, which varies a lot. Though I still think that one episode of the Persona 4 anime was hilarious, the one where they kind of adapt the eye social link, where an enormous imaginary love triangle occurs, where, let me see if I got this right. So, I likes Ko likes Chie, then people spread rumors that Chie likes Yu, as in Yu Narukami, which, again, considering the amount of even ship teas that everyone gets, may or may not be true within the anime's continuity. And then I think there's also something involving Yosuke in that as well. It's insane. Like, basically, this gigantic love web gets built that none of it is true at all. And it's pretty insane. I think the filler comedy episodes of the Persona 4 anime are honestly the strengths of that series to me. Of course, there's one episode called the ridiculously Englishy Anniversary to Become a Family that seems like a filler episode, a light-hearted filler relief episode. It's not. It's really, really, really not. Trust me, you have been warned. Like, I mean, it doesn't pertain to the main plot at all, but it's a very heavy emotional episode involving Nanako, and, yeah. Don't see that episode unless you're prepared to cry. Oh, regarding that imaginary love triangle, I completely forgot to add the fact that, they adapt Ai's social link so she starts fake dating you as well. Adding that to the mix. I'm still really conflicted about how I'd handle that social link if I do a playthrough of Persona 4, because a lot of the guides say that if you want to go the platonic route, it's actually best to fake date her, but that just seems too mean. I think you can still go the, like, rejecting that obviously terrible idea route and still, be platonic with her in the end. I could actually go for an almighty barrage here. Megado and summon Ghost. Which a lot of people have compared to Melia's attacks, I guess, but that sort of makes sense. I always found Melia a very unique party member in Xenoblade Chronicles.
We won!
Basic Megado hit harder than that, and that attack requires you to set up circles. Granted, Mitsuru has a lot more magic than Teddy, so that's probably why. Oh, and I actually gave Teddy a strength magic reverse, I think? No, I didn't. I was considering that, but I ended up deciding against it. And this is the last of the locations Koromaru wants you to examine.
What could that be?
So we've found all three of them now.
Here I come!
And this room in particular is kind of a significant one for this dungeon. We've been in here before.
Be careful. There's an FOE close by.
We won't need to worry about the FOE just yet, though. We also have a pathway down the side here. And the FOE in here just patrols those 3 squares in front of the door, and it will start chasing after us once we light the fire. So, this is how this is going to work. If we light this one on fire, this, specifically standing here, that is, in fact, the way to get the fire down to here, which is the way to get the fire to here, which is the way to get to the next floor. In order to do that, though, we actually need to lure one of them and then get the other one out of the way. There's also a very large area of this floor, well, relatively large area of this floor that is totally
something about
optional.
that wall. Can we examine it in detail?
That we can access via going through here. But I think in order to make the best of that route, we need fire. So I'm going to go ahead and light this torch. I'll see you back here once I've done that.
There are 3 shadows. Yosuke, keep your head in the fight.
Why are you picking on me?
Yeah, like I said, these two don't treat each other nicely in battle very much.
Did everyone see how great I was?
Well, even if they did, you weren't great, because you are you in this game. I'm not going to count that as a Teddy own, it only counts when the characters do it.
We're being pursued by an FOE.
So as you can see, we're being pursued by an FOE. So, what's actually really tricky about this is that, if I'm remembering this right, we actually do need to lure that middle FOE away from below. Otherwise, it'll just run right in the doorway and we'll get stuck. So, in order to best do that, we actually need to light this on fire, which we would have needed to do anyway. I think I remember how to do this. So we basically need to lure you all the way over here. Hope you follow us down here. I think I actually should have picked up the fire closer. Oh no, we could actually get a couple of lures in.
Fire went out.
Okay, so now the fire is out, and now that middle one is back to patrolling. So yeah, here's where things get really complicated, because what we need to do now is... we kind of need to lure you as far away from the center as possible, while also not getting trapped by you. Because there's actually only one way that gives us enough room to get the fire all the way to where we need it. And that is to light our torch here, like right on this tile, because that's the only way we have enough time to light the one below. The problem with that is now I actually need to lure the middle one again. Okay, now he's going to come this way. Okay, I think we have this, because now we can light the torch from here. And from here we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Shall we get
Open
going?
door.
Phew!
And here we
We
go.
got away from the FOE.
So now that that's lit, cue the It's Lit
Fire went
Bro
out.
memes, which apparently comes from the weed
This
smoking
way!
community. Did not originally know that.
Yosuke-kun's health is low.
Oh, Yosuke! Why'd you have to die? I'm not dead yet, damn it! Ow!
I have never heard that interaction before in this game. I'm so glad I used this combination of characters for this. Okay, yeah, that's one of the best in the game, actually. That was fantastic. That was perfect. I have no words to describe how amazing that was.
Jiraiya! And that's a wrap!
It's not often that you actually get to see Yosuke finish a fight. Don't think I actually had you before.
Man, I rocked that one!
And I think Kuhulan, I think it's how it's pronounced, is pretty close to learning Power Charge, which means closer to getting Golden Link. Okay, so with this one lit, we can head through here and get to the stairs.
Good work.
Tremendous heat, and we've already got fire with us. That can't be good. Yeah, thing is gonna heat up a lot as we keep progressing on. Squid candy. That sounds like something that would probably... No, wait, no. If that was in Splatoon, it would be horrifying. It would be cannibalism.
That wall smells fishy, and not in a good way.
Well, let's go through it then. So, we've unlocked the stairs, but there's actually a pretty large optional part of this floor that I'm going to try and cover here.
That enemy is rare. It's making me anxious.
I thought I was going to say, you were going to say it was making your mouth water. But anyway, these are technically a new type of hand, the opulent hand. Now, I know that there is one type of hand later on. I'm just going to go all in on Tentarafu's. I mean, if I don't get both of them panicked this turn, I'm going to be very surprised. Of course, my first one worked on both of them, and now the rest of my turns are wasted. These ones hit fairly hard. I know there is a hand later in the game that can actually cure itself for Agility Bind. So, yeah, they do learn.
I missed.
They get smarter as you progress through the labyrinths.
Call me if you want
I had a feeling she'd double critical there as well.
A lion doesn't let up even on rabbit.
Don't think I've heard her say that before. That's kind of a cool line. Don't know if that's a real proverb or if that's just a Chie-ism.
Damn, fire went out.
You know what? I might as well grab Koromaru and do the walking request while I'm at it. So here it is, walking time. Not a lot of
Please wait a
experience
moment.
from this one, but the items and, well, let's just say
I
other
apologize
rewards
for the
from this
wait.
are worth it.
Thanks.
No, that's fine.
Whew. I'll see you again.
So I've already marked all the 3 locations Koromaru needs to examine in blue. This is, like I described before, this one's a little bit weird. You only need to examine one of those locations to count as completing it, but all 3 of them give an additional item. So let's swap Koromaru in. Is anyone here level... Okay, you're all 41. Well, I guess we know who's getting kicked out. And I would also recommend that when you're walking Koromaru, you put people in your party who need experience.
Thanks. I see. All right.
Well, we don't need to follow his bark, so I've already marked all of the locations. The first one is pretty close to us right now. And here we go. All 3 of these locations have one of these big lanterns.
Thank goodness. I see.
Now, the conversation we're about to have is actually one that I find interesting because, you'll see.
Oh. I see.
Oh, come on. How does that even make sense?
Weirdly, the kanji in Junpei is actually flat order. Not really sure what that's meant to symbolize. And the second part of Iori is weave. The first one's only coming up on Google Translate as Italy.
Oh-ho.
No, damn it!
Okay, so the Hanamura in Yosuke's name is pretty obvious if you know Japanese. It's literally Flower Village. And the Yosuke is a little bit more complicated. The Yo can apparently mean sun, sunlight, sort, or appearance. And Suke is a pretty typical male name suffix. So, Sunboy Flower Village?
Why is that?
Oh yeah, and this is actually kind of interesting. If you know Japanese, this is kind of correct. The mi can mean beautiful.
Quit it!
This is actually one of the few where I guess was totally right, because Mitsuru is actually beautiful crane. That's literally what the name is meant to mean. For Kiricho, the only thing that's coming up is moth article. I don't think that's what a name is supposed to mean. I know that sometimes kanji are chosen for names more for their visual meaning than their actual semantic meaning.
Oh-ho. I see.
Amazing!
Now, this one right here is unique because... Teddy's name is not Teddy in Japanese, it's Kuma. So they actually had to invent a Japanese meaning for the English name Teddy in the localization, which is, I kind of applaud them for doing that. But yeah, Te is definitely hands, and dirty hands kind of fits.
Excuse me. What?
But enough about this discussion of names.
Is this?
We find a snuff
done.
sole. I'll see you at the next lantern. Yeah, so this actually says that... They tell you right here, you don't have to visit the rest, but you'll get more items and experience if you do. Yeah, so from what it says there, you might get more stuff if you continue walking. I'll see you at the next lantern. So here we are at lantern number 2. What does Koromaru find here?
What?
No, this is not Castlevania. There is no mysterious wall stake in this lantern.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you would if you were Pit and or Simon Belmont. Or any Belmont, really. Or Alucard, or like the Castlevania protagonists who aren't Belmonts. Let's not burn ourselves. These paper lanterns are actually surprisingly hot. 29 yen. Niku. Wait a minute. I think I just got a joke they're about to make. They didn't quite make that joke, but, Niku sounds like Niku, which is meat. So let's go to that one more spot. And I would recommend seeing all 3, because the 3rd spot has something very worth your while in it. So here we are at the final lantern.
Over there. Isn't that a power spot?
No, I'm more concerned with the lantern.
Hey, you, got a moment?
That's a weird way to ask a dog if it wants to be patted.
What's up, punk?
Kanji, that'll make it worse.
For crying out loud. Huh? All right.
You might think that's a bad thing. But they're gold hands.
Uncommon enemy.
It's here. let's be careful about this.
So this is a guaranteed hand encounter, and that's why you definitely want to make sure to examine the third lantern. I think, like, it's not that each lantern always has a certain thing in it. I think it's that the first lantern you examine always has the snuff soul, the second always has the money, and the third always has, the hands. Although I could be wrong about that.
Leave it to me!
Please tell me I aimed at the right one. Of course I didn't. Also, yeah, these hands have Koromaru smart tricks. They're gonna try and agility bind us. The Inaba Pride exhibits hand agility binds you.
Takanikazuchi!
Thing is, though, if they're panicked, doesn't matter if we're agility bound, we'll always hit them.
Kanji-kun is unable to run or dodge, so look out!
Dodging ain't my style anyway.
That's pretty true. Later on in Persona 3, dodging isn't anybody's style because you get the Divine Pillar accessory, which makes your attacks do half damage, but makes you unable to dodge, which is
Missed?
completely inconsequential downside. Uh-oh, one of them's gonna run, isn't it? I may lose one of these hands.
Leader, please wake up! You're defenseless!
I think I'll continue to go for this. Yukari could try and shoot the other and see if she gets the panic on it, but yeah, good. Okay, as long as we finish this, everyone will get the experience regardless of if they're asleep or not. So, this one...
Kanji-kun's fallen asleep! He's defenseless!
Oh, I skipped over Kanji's sleep line. And that's why I said to bring people who are low level to this area. Well, for this side quest, I meant.
Whoa.
If only Koromaru could find rare hands all the time. So now we've been to every single spot, so we can turn in the request. First though, let's check out that optional part of this floor.
Let's go.
However, we're gonna need to lure that lower one first, because if we don't, then it's
We're being
going to
targeted by
be
that
directly
FOE.
in our
Be
path
careful.
later. So here we go, bonfire, and straight down.
Don't you think that wall looks kind of weird?
I think we got away from that FOE.
Now we need to head straight to that next torch if we're gonna make it in time.
Oh, I
There
think
we
the
go.
FOE's noticed us.
So this one's lit now. Let's not light it just yet, because
The
we have a
torch has
chasing
gone out.
FOE here. Open up a shortcut.
There are 3 shadows. Is that DNA? A DNA shadow?
I mean, to some extent, you can consider shadows to be like thought DNA or something like that.
Hey, I see an FOE.
So here's another one of these patrolling around. And it's just stuck to these 3 spots. In this case, we want to lure this one around in a circle. Because we have to get through this narrow passageway somehow. Come here, FOE. Okay, good, now that we're around it, and I get the feeling that we might need fire going forward, so let's grab fire.
The fire's gone out.
Just barely couldn't make it there. However, by activating this shortcut, we will be able to get there, although it will kind of be bad because that FOE will start chasing us.
Hey, I see an FOE.
So what we actually have to do here, though, is we're going to need to lure it over here first. Because remember that taking a shortcut does not reset the position of FOEs in these rooms. So now that it's all the way over here...
We outran the F thingy.
We can light this one without it being too close. And now we can go in here. And there's an FOE here that's already aggroed. But it's going to go back to its spot now. Yeah, this entire trek down here was just to get this one chest. So yeah, there's an FOE patrolling back and forth here. We need to lure it out of the way with fire. But we're almost done with this floor. As you can see, it's pretty complicated, and they only get even worse going further in. Inner Pride Exhibit Night 4 in particular is that one level of this game for a lot of people, but we'll get to that when we get to it.
Be careful.
Let's go. The FOE's coming after us!
Okay, the question is, are we gonna make it in time? Not quite.
There are 3 shadows.
In a battle of muscles, I'll win for sure.
You say that now, Kanji, but, yeah. We'll get to that later.
Let's go!
Ah, it's an FOE!
Actually, hang on a second. Let me see if this is gonna work.
We're being targeted by that FOE. Be careful. It's this
Let's
way.
get targeted. Yeah, it's
being
gonna
targeted
start
by that
heading
FOE.
back
Be
now, but then
careful.
we can replenish our fire.
It open! Looks like that FOE set its targets on us.
And have it even closer. And now we should be able to lure it far enough to the point where, yeah,
Fire's
definitely.
out.
Because it's right behind us. Its shortest way back to its patrol route is behind us. So yeah, we can get to the chest now.
All right, we got some treasure.
And all that for a Mind Charge skill card, which sadly... Yeah, I mean, admittedly, the Mind Charge skill card actually comes from a Secret Fusion, so it's not that easy to get. But magic sucks in this game, so going to all that effort for a Mind Charge skill card is not really all that worth it. So you might notice... we're only 98% explored with this floor.
There are 3 shadows.
Is that one of those wire art things?
Actually, I guess it makes sense for Kanji to know about that.
I saw that.
Oh no.
This can't be.
Only one person not panicked. That's really bad, actually.
Yukari-chan is unconscious.
But Koromaru successfully got away.
I can't fight an old man. This ain't fair.
Kanji seems to have a lot of reaction to the enemies in this labyrinth. So, let's go ahead and check this. I might have missed some squares along the way.
Box.
But it doesn't matter, because we can't 100% this floor on our first visits. We actually will need to access that little area there through the next floor. So, for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and explore those spots that I haven't stepped on yet. But I'll do that off camera. I'll actually be ending this part now, so next time we'll be moving on to the Inaba Pride Exhibit, 2nd floor. See you then. Alright, I actually need to report the Koromaru dog walking request. Almost forgot to do that. So, we've successfully walked our
Please
dog.
wait a moment.
That is worth 3,500 experience, apparently.
I apologize for the wait. Thank you very much. This is for you.
Oh, yeah. Good that we're getting this.
Bye. Hmm?
And we get a bead chain. I believe that's a full heal to the entire party, which that'll be useful in boss fights or other situations.
Let me see.
And as you can see on the bottom screen, I'm now 99% of the way through the first floor. We can't get that final 1% until we're at floor 2 though. So that'll be where we're heading next time. See you all then.